to pass us below that acrylic panel. Now, Ulises is the very biggest whale that we have here. He is about 22 feet long and pushing 11,000 pounds. So he is a very, very large animal. And you can see a pretty big difference between the full-grown males and the full-grown females. The females tend to be a little bit smaller, especially through these killer whale species. Now, these whales are a part of the mammal family. So how many of you knew that they were already mammals before you came in today? Nobody knew, so I just taught each one of you something new? Okay, that works for me. They're mammals. I've done my job. I can go home now, right? Okay, well, I'm going to talk a little bit more. So, they are mammals, and that means that mammals are going to share 5 characteristics with all of the other mammals throughout the entire world, including us. So I just want to go over those. I want you to help me out. So if you know one of those mammal traits, make sure you speak up and let me know it. So does anybody know what a very first mammal trait is? Does anybody know? Fish? That's close. Does anybody have another guess? How about... Okay, when they go to the top of the water, what are they doing? They're breathing. Are they breathing the water? Do they have gills? No, they do not have gills. They have something called a blowhole. So that's our very first mammal trait, is that we all breathe air. And these mammals do breathe air. They have lungs just like us, but they use their blowhole to get that air into their lungs versus using their mouth. Now their blowhole is very special because it is monitored by a muscle. So when that muscle is in the relaxed state, it means that the blowhole is closed. And when they're ready to take a breath of air, they'll go up to the surface of the water, contract that muscle, and that will allow them to breathe their next breath of air. So see Ulises doing that right now? Nope, just kidding, that is Keet. So nope, that is Ulises. Just kidding, again. So Keet is right down here. Ulises is over to the right-hand side. Alright, so we have our very first mammal trait that they breathe air. Does anybody know another mammal trait? There are 5. Does nobody know? Nobody has any idea.
Warm-blooded.
Warm-blooded. Thank you very much. They are warm-blooded. They are very good thermoregulators. So that's basically a really big term for they are able to keep a steady body temperature internally or inside their body. So just like us, we have a temperature of about 97.6. 96.7? I was getting mixed up. 98.6. Thank you. So they have a very steady internal body temperature, and that is due to the fact that they have blubber. So kind of like us, they have an insulator. We have fat, but they have blubber. Blubber is much thicker. It also gives them their fusiform body shape, which is kind of that football body shape where they're really thick in the center and then tapered off the other side. Watch out for some splashing. Just kidding. No splashing. Thank goodness. Alright, so we have our 2 mammal traits so far, that they are warm-blooded and that they breathe air. Does anybody know a 3rd mammal trait? Think about what you have on the top of your head. Are you bald or do you have